I think what needs to happen is we need to loosen this, and then pull the belt off. The idler there is probably the best place to do it.
Yep. I hope I'm getting it with this camera here. But it looks like okay. So yeah.
Is it moving?
Yeah, it did. There you go. It moves a good bit. You want to get my hand down there and slip it off?
Yeah.
It's off.
Stop. Can I let go?
Yeah.
That moves back a lot.
You gonna be able to get it back on? You wanna leave it there, or?
I can leave it right here.
Okay, yeah, leave it right there. That's perfect.
It's gonna scratch it. You have a napkin or something? There's stuff under there.
There you go. Wish it was a little taller.
That's as tall as
Looks like it's right at the edge. It might slip off. Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't slip off.
Yeah. Right.
I don't want it to go back too much.
Okay, so we're changing the belt on our 528i. It's a 2011, so and apparently these belts are known to break and then go into the engine behind the pulley or something and damage the engine. So we're doing it as a precaution. We really don't need it. The belt looks really good, but not going to take chances. So we got the new belt, and so let's see. Oh, the belt looks like it's got a 2020, so it's just 2804-2020. That must be a date stamp on it. And the old belt is right here, and it's got a 2010 stamp on it. So. It's made by Contitech, so it's the same belt actually, just made by BMW, but or I mean BMW made for BMW.
1786.
Yeah,
Good.
so it's all good. Everything the same, just 10 years newer. Awesome.
Cool.
Okay, so, and the old belt actually looks pretty good. Okay, I don't see any really damage to it.
Yeah.
So they seem to hold up well.
I mean, the car only has 2 pulleys to turn, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so we'll keep the belt. Just.
Alright, comes up directly from the bottom to the alternator, that's right. And then it crosses over to the AC, so it doesn't go under that, it goes to the AC next. Then it goes over, around the AC and back, okay, here. So this one actually goes here.
Oh, from the AC over the crank, and then to the tensioner, and then to the AC.
Yeah.
Always good to take a picture of it before you take it apart, I guess. Oh, go ahead. Want me to let go? Or?
Yeah.
If I let go, it's going to lose the tension, but it's okay.
Trying to make sure it's on the bottom here. It's very important.
The bottom of the crank?
Yeah.
That's where it generally slips off, and it does?
Yeah.
I would think that if you see the front rib on the right place, then the bottom has to be right, correct?
It looks good to you, right?
Yeah, it does. We'll see in a minute.
This one's good. AC, I think it's fine too. We can check it when we put it back too.
Okay.
So hold on. You got. Yep. Just take that and bring it around. Ready?
Mm-hmm. There you go. It's on.
There we go.
Yeah, my hands are out.
The hands are out to me. Now we can check it, make sure we got it good.
Looks good on the tensioner. Looks good on the
AC looks good.
alternator. Yeah, it looks pretty good down there too. We get a light or something, or
Yeah, it feels like it's good. Yeah, at the edge and the back, and at the edge in the front.
okay. Looks smooth. There we go, we got a new belt.
Another important thing is to make sure that the tensioner is not vibrating.
Okay.
Pretty smooth.
That's how you know the tensioner is bad? Yeah, ours is not moving at all. We need the T60. I couldn't find it easily. Luckily, AutoZone had it, and so I was able to run over and get one. It was like $6, so that's what I ended up buying. And then, one thing to note, it comes in a 1/2-inch socket size, so I had to go, I wanted to use my 3/8. I do have a 1/2-inch breaker bar, but it's very big, and didn't need that big a tool here, so I wanted to use my extending 3/8 ratchet I have, which is really, really cool. So I just used an adapter to go from 3/8 to 1/2-inch, and luckily that was actually the right size of extension I needed as well, because the extension, we tried to use a 3-inch or 4-inch extension and made it too long. So anyway, all this seemed to work pretty good.
Inside itself.
Maybe not. Okay, so here's the old belt. It's and it's got the date of, there we go, 2010. So, and I didn't get good pictures of the new belt before it went in, but the new belt is in. It works really nice and smooth. The new belt had a timestamp of 2020, so, or date stamp of 2020, and I'm going to put my finger right there. That's where the T60 Torx bit goes in, and that's your tensioner right there. So when you pull down on this way, it makes the entire tensioner rotate this way, and this is the tensioner pulley, which rotates that way. So when you pull this way on this, when this one goes to the driver's side, the actual pulley goes to the passenger side, and when it does, this belt slips off. On this belt, only the tensioner is running on the back side of the belt. The rest of the pulleys are all running on the grooved side of the belt. So that makes it a little easier to put everything back in. One belt does everything, so you do want a good belt on this thing, because if it goes, then you lose AC, alternator, pretty much it though, because this car has electric water pump and electric power steering. So those items are not covered by this belt, which is good and bad, because they're electric. So if they go bad, then a different issue. But they're actually pretty resilient on this car. I'm not too familiar with the electric power steering, but the electric water pumps are known to be fairly decent. This car's got about 72,000 miles on it. We'll probably go ahead and change out the water pump at 100, just a precautionary measure type of thing, preventative maintenance. These cars are pretty good if you take care of them. If you do the preventative maintenance, like water pump cooling system issues and things like that, don't arise if you take care of them. That's that. Time for some lunch, and then after lunch, we'll do the oil change.